All right, what is happening, y'all? It's Drew coming to you with another comic book reaction. But before I get started, let you know I do trailer reactions, comic book reviews, not comic book reaction, comic book review. Anyways, comic book reviews, trailer reactions, podcasting, collaborations, commentating, storylines, stuff like that. Just upcoming stuff, news, whatever, or interesting stuff that I'm interested in. And hope that you're interested in it too. But anyways, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, follow, hit that like. All right, I'm doing a comic book review on Dead by Daylight. This is issue 1 by Titan Comics. Now, I have not got much stuff from Titan Comics, to be honest with you, but here is the cover. If you're unfamiliar with Dead by Daylight, that is a video game-based game. It is a escape horror game, action horror RPG. It has like a whole bunch of strategic. You have to, like, I played on mobile, I played on PC. Actually, I have it on both. I mean, well, I don't necessarily have it on mobile anymore because you can uninstall, reinstall, whatever. But I have the game. Anyways, you're a bunch of teenagers trying to escape from a facility in the game, and you're sitting there trying to start these generators, get some power going, so you can at least open the gate, which is hard to do because it's a PvP game, obviously. Well, honestly, because there is a player playing as the killer, and you will be playing as someone trying to escape, or you can play as the killer and chase 4 people around. And they work together and help each other heal, and anyways, the killer will capture you, hang you up, lock you up, do all kind of stuff. That's pretty much the point of it. So now there's a book on this. There's actually been quite a few books that I've read that were based off video games. I've read Skull and Bones. Skull and Bones. I read that. That's a Ubisoft game that's coming out. There's a Far Cry comic. No, I have not read that, to be honest, but it's based off the game. I was surprised there was Assassin's Creed and so on. But anyways, let's get to this. This has, I'll be honest, the art is not that great. Here's some of the art. But don't get me wrong, it's not bad art, but it's not like something that I would go crazy over, to be honest. Yeah, see, look. Anyways, the dialogue is not too much. The dialogue is okay. It's cool. It has some pretty good, interesting conversations. So there is some good conversation. There's like about this teenager. He's in a foster home, and he gets a new, I guess, foster parent, which is a guy who's very strict on him. Anyways, he's new to where he's at now because he probably had a troubling past, and he is now meeting up with new kids and teenagers in the high school and on the street. And he eventually gets invited to a party. It's basically just getting into the characters, to be honest. This is more just getting known the characters and getting to know each other. This shows a flashback at the very beginning of somebody killing somebody, and that's about it. But it hasn't got to that point yet. It hasn't got to, there's a couple things that's going through my head when I read this. The main character is a kid that comes from a troubling home that's in a foster home, and he's acting suspicious. I think the book is trying to make you think that he's a killer, even though it hasn't got to that point yet. But I think because he's a wild, he's a hothead, and he takes a knife and he craves on the wall, and does all these different stuff. He's just one of those kids, one of those odd kids, and I think they're trying to trick you instead of being extra obvious. What I would think most writers would do, I think they're trying to trick you. Just to be clear with you. But that's pretty much what it is. These kids are getting to know each other, and some are acting wild. The new kid is interested in the girl. Like it hasn't gotten to what everybody is here to read. Why we would be reading this? Because you're ready to see what the savage. Hasn't got to that point yet. So, anyways, it's okay. I'm not hating on it. I don't have no. I'm going to continue to read it. I'm not. I am interested to see where it goes. I'm not gonna sit here and downplay it because I mean the art, like I said, the art wasn't the greatest, but and it hasn't got to the killer, but it still leaves me in there. It leaves me in there saying, "All right, we'll check it. We'll check it out." So right now, out of 5, I'll give it a 3. Um, but I'll let you know on the next couple of issues, maybe even the second one, probably even the second one, just because it's not a bigger company. It's Titan Comics, and it's like you don't expect everybody to keep up with it like that. So I'll give you guys an update on this and give you a review of issue 2 when it comes out next month. But that's all I got on this. I will see you on the next one.